Hello and welcome, my Sunshiny Soul family. How are you guys doing? Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome if you are new. I am cozy on the floor in front of my fireplace today. I thought I would switch it up a little bit with you guys. And today is a topic that I've been wanting to bring through and talk about with you for a little while now. And today just felt like the day to do it. So here we are. If you are new here and you don't know me, I am a master energy therapist and I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. So it does not matter where you live or how far apart we are. I do offer 15% off, which is linked down below. I also do personal tarot readings and clairvoyant readings and healings also. All of that information is linked below. So the topic that I wanted to chat about with you guys today it's a question that I get so often. And that question is, how do I know the difference between my intuition and my mind? How do I know if something is, my mind playing tricks on me or my intuition bringing through an important message? And it's such a good question because as humans, yes, we have our mind, our personality, and our ego. We need that. It keeps us safe. It's alert. It's on, it's on call. And you will never hear me talk badly about the mind, the personality, or the ego. We need that. It's who we are. It's our personality in this lifetime. Then you have the intuition, which is your higher wisdom, your higher mind, soul, God, spirit, whatever that higher information or energy is also very real, and we need that as well. And oftentimes when we're just getting started on our spiritual path or we're trying to understand the spiritual world, this will show up for us because if you're here on YouTube, watching tarot readings or things on the metaphysical or this or that, then chances are you have an intuition that you're trying to understand or you're trying to figure out. But then you have the mind too that questions and doubts everything. So the simplest way to put it, and that I have found in understanding what is my mind, what is my intuition, when the intuition comes through to us or is speaking to us, it is often very quick. It's a quick knowing, a quick feeling, a quick sensation in our body. It's a quick vision. It's going to be different for all of us because our gifts come through in different ways. But the intuition is often quick. It's just an instant thing, an instant knowing, an instant vision, an instant sensation, like I mentioned. So that's the way the intuition will come through to us. The mind is a lot slower. The mind, the personality, the mind, the ego loves to calculate, connect the dots, second guess, analyze, think about something. So the mind and the mental energy is a lot slower. Okay. And like I said, it wants to understand, it wants to make sense of something, where the intuition, there's nothing to make sense of it. It just is what it is. So when you get a quick knowing or a quick feeling where the intuition is coming through, that's the guidance. That's the guidance. But until you practice and work with that part of yourself, most likely what is happening is you'll get that feeling, that nudge, that sense about someone or something, and you'll notice it. And then immediately the mind will kick in and start questioning, analyzing, looking for what's it called? Looking for evidence that it's true or not true. And I like to use an example. I'll just share an example with you. I'm sure most of you have probably experienced this. Just imagine yourself driving. You're driving down the road. You take the same route, to work all the time. But this one day you're driving home from work and you just get a gut feeling to go a different route, to turn right here where you normally would go straight. So you feel that, you're aware of it, you pick up on that sense. And then immediately the mind kicks in and is like, why would you turn right here? You always go straight. You know that straight gets you home. Why would you go a different route? The way that you normally go is safe and known. And that's where you could see the difference. And a lot of times too, if you just honor what you felt, take a right, take a different route home, it will end up leading you somewhere that you needed to be, or it will help you avoid maybe a traffic jam up ahead or something like that. So the intuition is always going to speak through to you all the time. Where we can miss it is if we are too much in our head or we're not really in our body. So presence is really important. Being aware and being present. But when you get that quick feeling or that quick nudge, acknowledge it. That's like the best way to start. And then once you acknowledge it, you'll start to notice the pattern where your mind wants to kick in and look for evidence and calculate and analyze and do all the things that the mind is really good at doing. And you can use both, but the intuition is quick, an instant feeling or knowing. The mental energy is slower. It's more calculated and analytical. So when you're trying to differentiate between the two, that is what I have found the best way to know, okay, that was my intuition because it was quick. Or, okay, that's the mind because I'm still thinking about it and I'm still trying to get clear on whatever this situation is. Another place where this shows up a lot is, when we first meet somebody, especially somebody who maybe is not resonant for us or in our highest good. There's a really good chance that somewhere in your body, your higher knowing, you're going to get a feeling, a nudge, a knowing, a sense about that person. But then the mind is going to kick in and it will say things like, well, take a chance, get to know this person. You really don't know if that's true or not. So, and it's so frustrating, but the mind really will always make you doubt or second guess your intuition until you get really familiar with those two parts of yourself. And it does take practice. So, be easy with yourself. Play with it. Don't be hard on yourself. This should be something that is fun, this part of you, this self-discovery. And the more you kind of practice with it, the stronger it will get, the more clear you will know, okay, that was my intuition, or this was my mind. A good way that back when I was like trying to learn all of this within myself, it would happen a lot with, it sounds so silly now, but when I would go to order like food or at a restaurant or at a coffee shop or something, and it's like my intuition or my gut would say, you want to order this. But then if it was something I'd never ordered before, I don't know if I like it, my mind would always kick in, take over, and steer me back to the safe choice, what I had tried before, this or that, which looking back on those or that example, that was my body saying, hey, this is going to feel better for your body. But my mind was like, doesn't really care about the body. My mind wants what's safe and secure. So what I have ordered previously is more safe and secure. So it's a silly example, but you can see where it's like one thing, you're being pulled one way, the intuitive way, and then you have the mind that kicks in, which is the more calculated, the known, and the safe place. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know if this has been helpful for you, if you've been working with your intuition, or if you've been, becoming more aware of that. The other thing that I've learned too, just with, working with this part of myself for so many years now, is sometimes I will get, a nudge or a knowing or something with the intuition. And something that I've learned is sometimes we'll get a message or a knowing and we don't really necessarily need to do anything with that information. It can just be coming through for us. So, don't get freaked out that, oh my gosh, if you hear your intuition, like you have to honor it, you have to do this, or like something bad is going to happen. That's not the case. The best place to start is just start becoming aware of it. Notice those two different parts of yourself and how you like flow through that. How does your intuition show up for you? Do you feel it in your body? Do you see visions in your mind? Is it like a gut feeling, something in your stomach? It can come through in very different ways for a lot of us. So that's the first piece that you want to play with. And then once you kind of know that piece, then you'll start to immediately see how the mind will kick in, take over, and make you analyze, calculate, and second guess it. And, sometimes you'll get a nudge or an intuition and the mind will kick in, and then you can kind of be with both. And then you'll know what to do. You may actually choose what the mind wants versus what the intuition is saying. And that is where there's no right or wrong. It's learning how to utilize both those aspects of yourself. You need both. The mind and the ego will never go away. It's a really important part of you. The intuition and the higher knowing is also a very important part of you. You need that. It's a part of who you are. And learning how to work with both of them is where the magic really can happen. It can be very empowering. You feel very just sovereign within yourself. And but it's not an easy thing if it's something that you haven't understood. So be patient with yourself, play with it a little bit, have fun with it, and let me know in the comments how you go, or if this was helpful, or if you have any other questions. You could also drop me topics down below if this makes you think of another topic or another like spiritual question that you have. Let me know, because I do want to start doing more of these helpful videos, just practical things that can be helpful in everyday life as you are here on your spiritual path, trying to live this really confusing human life. Speaking for myself more so with that, but if you know, you know. And yeah, I just hope this has been helpful for you guys. I am sending you all my love. I'm hoping that February is going good for you. This message is timeless, obviously. So I will leave you with that. And I just will mention one more time, if you are new here and you don't know me, I am a master energy therapist. I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. I offer a 15% discount, which is linked down below, that you can use off your very first session. There's also personal tarot readings available, and I do clairvoyant, psychic readings and healings as well. Okay, all of that information is linked down below. And kind of piggybacking on what we talked about, one of the biggest feedbacks that I get from clients who do an energy session for the first time, or if they haven't had one in a while, is they do really feel more peace in their mind. You know, we naturally have overstimulated mental energy all the time. And without the tools and the knowing to kind of calm that part of the mind, it can really run away with us. So during the energy session, that is a piece of it that I do, is to really help bring peace and calm to the mind, balance that mental energy, balance the third eye, the intuition, and along with everything else. But maybe that's for another video. But so yeah, that's all for now. I'm sending you guys all my love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments down below. I do love personally replying to every single comment. So thank you for taking the time to do that. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.